Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me.
Suppose this is where I leave you then. I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did. Not what you signed up for either. The things we saw in there. You'll put it right. You have to. Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Adir's friends.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink. You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway. Aye, don't push her luck. Not all of them, but it's not a great way to make friends. Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place. Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place, alright? Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
These docks are reserved for the Imperial Envoy of Adir.
You know, if you just tell me where the claviger is, I'd get out of your hair.
He's out on official business. That's all you... Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance. Wait, you're the... Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger. Well, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Where did you say they went? Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up? I did my time in the Rawataya Navy. I'm good, as long as you talk real slow.
Kai, before you go, remember, you're taking a distinguished veteran into the wilderness. Make sure he comes back alive, or the steel garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The steel garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say. They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the steel garrote? You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back. Speaking of the steel garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you. Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how? Say no more. The less I know, the better. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the dead fire, and death spat her back out. Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later. First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger. I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
City's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Endurance will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today? From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly, and a few used pieces from people down on their luck. Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains. Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out? What harm could some new armor do? Look good and stay alive.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Daggerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you. Ha! I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong. To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did, and let's leave it at that.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunen ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunen are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember
Maybe it's superstition, but Audra like this usually marks a good spot to rest. You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position. Tall grass, huh? Even in Rauatai, you lot are the stuff of legend. I guess I should count myself lucky our paths didn't cross sooner. But that raises a bigger question. Why would your emperor send one of his most accomplished warriors all the way out here? A journey to the Living Lands is one way for most. This island's always had a way of swallowing people whole. An entire civilization disappeared here, if you can believe it. And this was all before the Dream Scourge. Now, refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case. I like your confidence. Just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel-Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador. I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course. Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while. They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge. No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first. It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands. It also has a reputation for making corpses out of people. These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it, and the island gives no quarter. The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from. Oh, little of everything. Rauatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone. That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew. Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
Really is tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for this. Yeah, I just hope Inquisitor Ludwig and the Steel Garrote don't see this and take matters into their own hands.
Your armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Oh, look, Parodies and Ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor. Incoming Zaros. Here we go! Good one! Those Arabs must have been scavenging supplies too. Another glorious battle. I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside. You got everything you need to fix up your armor. Let's head to camp. Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place.
Coming from your right. Where's my mark? Hey! Over here! Point for you!
Seek!
Let's see what you got.
Zarup's ahead.
Seek!
Over here! To your left!
Seek!
Zareps. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. Mogren's Fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me. You take lead. Wilds are getting deadlier by the day, but people have to eat.
Show me what you got! Let's see what you got! I'm sick! Sick! Let me catch my breath. Next one's mine. That's one for us.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard. Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
What's the target? Here it comes.
Quiet as the depths. I got a bad feeling. Mind me not to spook you. That's a bad way to go. It's almost like the brambles are trying to touch that house.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey! Over here!
Run, seek!
Zarums. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up. Something here feels off. Right behind you.
The scourge invades. Claw it out. It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Oh, you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Let's see what you got.
Unseek!
Give me a target. Come and get me! Look up, Envoy. monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
Just like the good old days.
My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely. I wouldn't have stood a chance against that beast. I owe you my life. Oh, Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say. Oh, resourceful and polite. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted? Or did he now?
A little faster, and we might have been able to save Clavenger Aemon, too. Happy to have been of service, nevertheless.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the Clavenger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late. I don't appreciate extortion tactics from the Emperor's envoy. Take it, and let us not speak of this again. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad. So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me? Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do? You suspect a connection. Interesting. Ardra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff. Maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting. We were drowning in our nightmares for so long. Your hand was a branch. Escape! We reached for you. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness. Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you. We do not know. We have tried. We cannot, and we are afraid. We fear the rot. It spreads in the bear, the water, the wild. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do? Nurse it, care for it, grow it like the vines. We were loved once, perhaps. We remember, almost. A thought, like motion in the water. The rot festers. We could suck the poison out. Let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it? We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide, do you wish this power or not? A favor for a favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. We tire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You all right? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I say we begin with a couple pints. This day's been stranger than most. And out here, that's saying something.
Inquisitor Ludwine will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwine is obsessed with our security, sees enemies lurking around every corner. Perhaps, but danger takes many forms, some more subtle than others. The Steel Garrote provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor. Make sure and use that to your advantage. You never know. It might come in handy. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this. Whatever the Inquisitor, she can't be worse than that there, can she? You are full of surprises, Envoy. I'd heard godlights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for your Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
You take lead.
Take your best shot. Let's see what you got. Hey! Over here! Nice shot!
Another win, but who's counting?
Not bad. It's got natural light. Right off. And the river just needs a little upkeep.
One for you!
That's far enough, Outlander. Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself. Well, aren't you the little do-gooder? Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. The plague carrier. A blight on our fair city.
Boss? What if he's right?
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Street whelps. Did you hear that, Pod? Let's teach this Adiran pig a lesson.
Wait, you fought in battles? Real battles? And survived? Oh, gods. I've made a terrible mistake.
Nicely done.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. was getting tired of listening to them anyway.
You're mine now.
I'm sick.
Come and get me! Another down. Out.
I was just getting warmed up.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
Welcome to Paris. I can't believe you did it. Good work out there, envoy. Only just arrived, and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you. Well, she comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, envoy.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Ugh, shove off, muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right?
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? A space within emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive. Our beloved, they stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind. may hurt you, but we do not hear rage hissing in you like a serpent. Why? Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we. But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison. Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.